When someone tells us a secret, then we have to decide what we do with it. Do we keep it? Do we not? That's a big decision. You see, secrets have consequences, and that's our topic on today's episode of the Educators Among Us podcast.
Welcome to the Educators Among Us podcast, where we share motivational messages and inspiring stories for and about educators. Your host, Scott Barron, is author of the critically acclaimed book, Love 'Em and Lead 'Em, and provides powerful insights and wisdom for those who heed the call to teach, coach, lead, and serve at all levels of education.
This is Scott Barron, and I'm honored to be your host for the Educators Among Us podcast. Educators, right? Educators are so powerful in their influence, in their work, and in their lives. And that's why we do this, because they have a life-changing impact on young students all the way up to middle school, high school, college, career, anywhere, right? Educators make such a difference in our society, in our schools, in our homes, everywhere. I mean, the influence is pervasive. And that's why we are here for you, because we believe in what you do and we want to help you be your best. We think that educators have a unique calling, they have a unique gifting, and we really do want to try to do everything we can to provide the best conditions for educators to thrive. But those who have that unique gifting, and there's a wide range of gifts in the space of education. Some are teachers, some are coaches, some are working in the support roles in the business office, in the facilities office, in the admissions office, and sometimes some schools have a development office, administration, the boardroom. There's so many different roles, and it takes a team. It takes a team to make this a reality. And hopefully you're a part of a team that is a high-performing team. And if not, be that catalyst, be that one who makes the difference in the lives of others. And so that's why we want to give you some tools like this. We've designed the Educators Among Us podcast to provide some perspective, to be a part of maybe some professional development that happens there on your campus or in your car or wherever you are. And hopefully just provide some tools as well and some motivation to say, come on, we can do this. Is it hard? Of course it's hard. We're dealing with people and we're trying to change lives. And yes, it is hard. And sometimes we have to deal with conflict and emotions and sometimes have to negotiate together and learn and grow and make adjustments. But that's the beauty of our work, right? Is we're learners and we're so committed to helping others take that same journey. As we go through our journey, of course, one of the things that we recognize is trust is such a vital part of our schools and our influence. And sometimes that requires us to manage through secrets, right? Secrets are something that they're kind of interesting, right? Keeping a secret, it's one of those things that we all have in common with each other. We all deal with this from a young age all the way up. There's always that time when we say, hey, can I tell you a secret and don't tell anybody? Or hey, guess what? There's an energy that comes from that, right? And secrets though have, it's an odd thing because secrets, while they have no physical weight, they can carry immense weight, right? And that's why E.W. Howe once said, the man who can keep a secret may be wise, but he's not half as wise as the man with no secrets to keep. Secrets have consequences, right? And a secret, it may be shared in confidence, yet if not shared, would violate the confidence in us, right? Some things we have to be very careful about here, right? Sometimes news is given to us with the clear expectation of keeping it confidential. A new revelation that's given to it may also be learned through observation or through even sound deduction, right? But how we discern and manage secrets, it's indicative of our character, right? It's indicative of our character and our priorities. Secrets are a vital part of our role as educators. J.L. Carroll once said, "A secret is a kind of promise, but it can also be a prison." How we manage secrets, it's a consequence that affects us personally, but it also affects our schools, right? Our work entails a deep knowledge of colleagues, of students, and often their families, right? Secrets have consequences because they consume a lot of very precious energy, and they cause real concerns, right? And so we have to make decisions. This is a key here, right? This message is about understanding the wisdom that has to come with being an educator and how you deal with secrets, because deciding which secrets to keep secret, right? Deciding which secrets to keep secret and which secrets to reveal, that requires a unique wisdom, a wisdom that enables us to make decisions, right? And because though transparency is typically advocated, everybody kind of talks about that as that's our goal. Well, listen, we realize that that's often, it's not even appropriate. Some secrets we have to make known because of the law, or because of our pledge to maintain a safe environment. We don't have a choice, right? Others we have to evaluate to determine what is in the best interest of us and them. Secrets have consequences, and we have to be very wise in how we determine what we do with secrets. Some secrets can compromise our character. Some secrets can compromise our values. Some secrets can cause damage to other people. Some secrets can be used manipulatively, right? Even as weapons, right? And when we weaponize information, we know we degrade culture. Luke 8:17 says, "For all that is secret will eventually be brought into the open, and everything that is concealed, it will be brought to light and made known to all." It will be brought to light and made known to all. Secrets, yeah, they have consequences. They have consequences for us as well as our schools, our organizational culture, right? Directly influencing the quality of trust and how conflict is managed, and even how our collective ability to learn grows or doesn't, right? Secrets affect our relationships. Habits of communication now they greatly determine our personal and professional influence, how we share information, whether we're disciplined with that. And that means, of course, though, that there's this temptation, especially in our culture today, to rashly react, right? That's a pervasive sort of perspective in our culture with social media and other tools. But we understand, as wise educators, we understand the risks of careless emails, of emotionally driven posts, and even of whispers that violate trust. That trust is so precious to us. It's so impactful of our calling to this work. So we strive to be predictable. We strive to be reliable and loyal in how those secrets, those news and stories are shared. So the encouragement today is be wise. Be wise with secrets and messages this week. Be wise, making decisions that are consistent with your values and your calling as an educator, because your influence has such an impactful, result on so many people. Every day we have to be on our guard with how we use, with what we do with secrets, right? So as you're going through this week, a coaching question to ask yourself at the end of each day: did I do my best to be wise with secrets today? Did I do my best to be wise with secrets today? Hey, you're a blessing to many people, and we're thankful for you. Love them and lead them, my friend. This is Scott.
Thank you for joining us for the Educators Among Us podcast and for your courageous commitment to this noble calling. We get you and the challenges of this work. To stay connected with this community, be sure to subscribe to our podcast and weekly encouragement at educatorsamongus.com.